Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to Mission Podcast Kayfabe and I. This is the Summerslam review episode. If you'd like to go and see what we talked about prior to Summerslam, there's a preview episode, which is in the link below in the bio. But today we are going to be reviewing the entire event in its entirety. Well, hence the video name. Come on, guys. With me today, regulars DK and Carpe. Hedy's decided to go back to back, which has never happened in the history of it forever. This Packy's finally turned up. And then we've
Wait,
also
that's
got
cup,
special
bro.
guest.
What you cupping for? I'm here every week, man.
This guy's on Roman schedule. And no, this guy's on Roman schedule because when this guy's on, he's got something to talk about. We welcome back Kazi, um, massive Liverpool fan, and he's got a lot to get off his chest today. So guys, where are we starting? Danny, where are we starting?
Start off with the biggest talking point of the weekend, Brock Lesnar.
All right.
Bro, I couldn't believe it, I'll be honest with you. I was genuinely, this was up there with the Punk return. Like, that's
Yo,
how
keep
shocked
it
I was.
PG, bro. You don't want to get
I,
nicked.
Relax, man. We know what the limits are, Eddie.
Listen.
So
True,
I think
true,
a few
true.
weeks ago, yeah, I think, was it Daniel Cormier? Yeah, he came out and he goes they basically got Brock Lesnar on some kind of ban list. So, like, TKO, they're never going to bring him back, etc., etc. And then what? 2-3 weeks later, after Cena's Cody match is over, Brock Lesnar's music hits. Bro, my jaw genuinely dropped. I did not expect that one bit. I don't know about you guys, but
No, I
bro,
don't.
it
I
blew
don't.
my
Yeah,
jaw.
don't
not
think. I don't think anyone's ever expecting that ever. I think it's the whole with everything that had happened. And I think everyone needs education on what had happened with Brock Lesnar. Even if it was allegations and whatnot. Um, and even if it was 100% proven that he wasn't part of it, I wouldn't think in today's society he would have actually come back. But the fact that he's here and he's going for Cena is, I don't know, it's really intriguing because like he hasn't been on the show for 2 years, um, because 2 years ago he fought Cody Rhodes and undeservedly lost, and it's just surprising. It's really surprising from a storyline perspective. Like, why John Cena? Why? Like,
I
he's got so
think,
many other opponents.
yeah, but I think with Cena's retirement tour, we've seen a pattern. He's going through all these big hits. So he's faced Punk, he's faced Randy. Now I think he probably wants to. There was a report that came out. I think Triple H said it in the post presser. He goes that this was because Cena said he wanted to face Brock Lesnar. I don't know how much I believe. I think it's probably TKO on the time to just put the blame on Cena, even though Cena might have wanted him. But I definitely think it's a company thing, and they did want to bring Brock back. Of course, us we're not lawyers, so we don't know what's going on with the whole thing. He's in the lawsuit, whatever. But the fact they've brought him back has to say that I think Dave Meltzer goes today that the legal team cleared him 4 weeks ago. So I don't know. It's a complex situation, and bringing it back is controversial. People have been mad. Some people are saying they're gonna stop watching WWE. That's bullshit. You guys are not doing that. You'll be watching Raw tonight. So those guys, bro, bro, I don't want to get started on the RWC. That's a topic for a different day. With the whole Brock thing, yeah, I think it is controversial bringing him back, especially when he's in like lawsuit. But I do think if they've cleared him, then the company probably do see, okay, we can bring him back here. And they announced next year SummerSlam is in Minnesota, which is Brock home state. So I think they probably do want Brock retirement match there. I think he'll have a year, probably face Cena at Clash in Paris. Then Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, Gunther Armenia, 2-3 matches. Then he'll probably go away.
Can I just say something? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. About the IWC, yeah. I am sick of this toxic online community, yeah. You need to just give it a rest. This performative outrage that I'm seeing online is absolutely hilarious because Twitter's just a bubble, innit? Like, if you go on YouTube, the likes on the Brock Lesnar return is crazy. Instagram, if you look at the crowd reaction, for fuck's sake, the sooner people realize, yeah, that if you're famous or mildly entertaining, people don't give a fuck about what you do, innit? And you can say that's horrible. It is, but that's life. That's unfortunately that's what life is about. You see it in every industry: the wrestling industry, movie industry, music industry. you have scumbags like thrive there, yeah. But the IWC, yeah, they'll come out and like condemn WWE for this, but they're gonna be watching Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, the next PLE or whatever. Like they just want to feel morally superior whilst watching these things. And oh, look, I don't agree with this, but I'm still gonna watch it. If you really cared, some of these people don't even care about the what's actually happened in the case or whatever. They're just trying to point score and trying to say, oh look, what we watch is better. For example, AEW fans, New Japan fans. When I tell you what, the whole wrestling industry, almost 80%, I'm confident, 80% of them are scumbags who have done heinous and despicable shit. And I don't know, people just have double standards for everyone because look at Shawn Michaels. This is just an example, by the way. Shawn Michaels gets like lauded as this like amazing booker by fans online. When what was Shawn Michaels getting up to in the 90s? Shall we talk about what he was getting up to? That's the whole topic for another day, right? Drugging and you know what? Everyone's heard the stories, but nobody says anything about him. Triple H. You think Triple H wasn't getting up to madness back in the day? Half the people working behind the scenes, yeah, have done mad shit. Bro, guys, look at Randy Orton, for example, bro. Randy Orton's loved, gets cheered, the biggest pops in his industry. You lot are gonna tell me that when Randy first broke on scene, he wasn't a piece of shit. Some of the stuff that he was doing, but again, I'm not here to defend Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is probably a scumbag. You know what I mean? He's probably a dickhead, innit? That's not hard to believe, yeah? Probably did do, maybe, I don't know. But all I'm saying is the WWE team, right? The legal team, they wouldn't clear him for no reason. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't be that stupid to bring someone back if they weren't confident that he's not going to be held liable for anything. And like, what I'm trying to say is to people like the IWC, this is for like entertainment in general, yeah? Stop looking at these guys for your morality. Like, these people are not moral people. They don't give a fuck, man. They just want to make a dime. That's all they're interested in. And we are just monkeys watching the circus at the end of the day. Just shut up and watch it and be entertained. Because if you really cared about the stuff, you wouldn't even be watching it at all because you know how horrible the wrestling industry is. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about it.
I think the phrase throwing stones in glass houses comes to mind because, you know, we literally had Hulk Hogan on the show and we know what Hulk Hogan's been up to. See you later, Hedy. But we know what Hulk Hogan's been up to in the past and people have still watched it despite the fact that he turned up for one appearance. I think it's an indictment to all the other superstars on the roster who are, you know, pretty decent, condemning what has happened. It just makes no sense to me. Because you look at other superstars that have come back as well. Nikki Bella, wasn't she abusive in a relationship or something like that? Like, you know, and then we've got people then you know, we've got the same sort of people who are like so happy about the fact that she returned. Like, you know, I'm not like the shoe doesn't fit for everything, like, but people want to make it that way. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it. Like, you know, it's disgusting, really. You can't like
It's
have
selective.
it's selective. Yeah, selective is the right word. It's like, you know, you can't decide if one crime is worse than the other or this, that, the other. But either way, WWE would never have brought him back unless they were certain that they could have done so, because otherwise they wouldn't have done it. Like, that's just straight facts. That's just straight facts. Look at the company they are now. They're with TKO. They've got all these sponsorships as well. Like, why would they try and throw that away over bringing a superstar back? Like, they've literally even brought Logan Paul in as well. And Logan Paul filmed himself in freaking, what was it, Japan, with
Yeah, that was insane.
someone hanging himself. Like, and you bring in Logan Paul in. They'll do it if it's right for business and if they know that they can get, like, you know, that return of investment back. Lesnar coming back, more people are going to watch. I don't care, man. More people are going to watch. If you think that viewer rates are going to dip after yesterday, that ain't going to happen. People are going to come back and watch. But anyway,
Sucks, bro. Bring back Del Rio as well, man.
listen, shut up, man. Next where does Brock go next? Because obviously it's going to be John Cena. Like, is that the plan? It's got to be John Cena, surely.
It's elaborate on your point. Yeah, this is really funny. You say selective outrage and stuff. How people want to act offended, but for a guy, like, for example, who passed away recently, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, that guy. You have the tributes for him saying, "Oh, he was a legend," and all. Do you know how horrible this guy was, bro? The guy killed like 17 cats and he tried to kill his wife. But people say, oh, because he made good music, it's okay. And he's a legend, man. He's a rock legend. He invented a whole new genre. Just like stop acting so morally superior. And bro, everyone's a hypocrite, innit? Everyone's a hypocrite.
It's because everyone else was acting sad. That's why. But let's also
That's
not forget that
he
his
lost
wife
it.
his wife's come out and
Yeah.
condoned Israel's actions. But anyway, nevertheless, go back to wrestling. We can save this political chat for another day. Brock Lesnar's back. I'm happy from a wrestling and entertainment perspective. From a moral perspective, no comment. I'm pretty sure everyone else kind of like, feels the same. But let's talk about the Cena and Rhodes match because that was magical. That like that was insanely good. Like that was one of John Cena's. That's a John Cena top 5 match. Unbelievable.
Ooh, top
I
five.
don't know, man. I think
I
every
think
time Cena's
I,
on SummerSlam, he does tend to drop quite a few bangers from in the last decade, you could say. Like, yeah,
in
personally,
my
I'd say.
in my opinion, this is by far the best Cena match since AJ Styles at Royal Rumble in
Oh yeah,
2017.
100%,
Remember correctly,
100%.
I think it's by far the best match Cena's had since then. And I think Cody, people are blaming Cody Rhodes. I know some guys here don't like Cody Rhodes, but come on, you got to give him his credit where it's due. At Mania 41, people are blaming Cody Rhodes for that performance, and I was thinking, okay, you can't blame Cody Rhodes for that match. That match was produced horribly. It was a slow. I think some people have been trying to say, okay, that match wasn't as bad as it was. Let's call spade a spade. That match was not a good match. We've seen how Cena and Cody, wrestled at SummerSlam, and we look at the first match. That first match was much slower. It had no reason to be as slow as it was. It was just, heel Cena being a heel. When it was
Yeah,
just him wrestling slow as possible. They were taking too long. And then I think they were in probably gear 2 or 3, and then Travis got hit and all that bullshit. We forget about that. This match, much better. The pace was unbelievable. I don't know how much the match went, 35, 40 minutes. It did not feel like that. It did not feel like that at all. I think the pacing of the match was unbelievable. The spots, everything, even the kickouts. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of finisher spamming. I think it can get bad, really bad, and sometimes it can derail the match. But here you have, let's think about it. You have Super Cena and Super Cody. You have two, in people's eyes, they're two superheroes, two of the biggest babyfaces the company has ever had. You have Cena, you have Cody first hit 3 crossroads. No one here expected John Cena to
yeah,
kill
I
off
can't
three
believe he kicked
crossroads.
out. But
Three crossroads is
I was
normally,
how,
honestly wow.
how
bro, I literally jump up. 3 crossroads is where it's normally done. And be like, oh my god, where's this gonna go? Is Cena actually going to win? Then when Cena hits that avalanche AA from top rope, that's normal when the match is done again and Cody Rhodes kicks out. I was like, whoa. Like I did not expect that. That's just 2 kickouts in the whole match, and bro, it was just unbelievable. Even the spots, some of Cody Rhodes pulled out a pile driver. Like Cody Rhodes was doing everything. That
Cena coming
submission
through
with
the
the
Cody Vader. That was so cold.
bro, that visual was amazing. And then the submission with the ropes, John Cena did Omega style back. He did a nice throw back there. The STFU from the rope. Everything about this match was magical. What probably my first or second favorite match is between this and Punk Roman, and Rollins from Mania. Bro, magical. I loved every minute of this. 5 stars from me.
Literally, yeah, literally. The only qualm I have about this match is how does if Cody's now. I'm not saying that Cody's the champion. That's the qualm I have. Like if I'm gonna fully put agenda aside, I think end of the day it is the right result to have to happen because, um, if Cody did lose after everything, where does he go? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can't have Cody having another redemption story. I think a lot of people would get sick of that. But how does Cody now lose that title? That's one.
that's
Randy Orton.
I don't I don't think
I
I
mean,
don't know.
sorry. I mean, before you speak, Kazi, I mean in the sense of he took 8 attitude adjustments.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That
You
night.
mean
He took 8 attitude. He took 8 AAs. He was put in the STFU 3 times, including the one with the ropes as well.
yeah.
Like I think there's only one way that I think he loses. I think Kazi might have the answer. I hope he
I,
does.
I mean, it comes to booking at the end of the day, and that's the way. Like for Super Cena, Super Cody, that was gonna happen. But if you've seen at WrestleMania, the way Cody lost after everything that happened the previous year against Roman Reigns, where he kicked out of everything, then all it took was one belt shot to the head, and then so like to be honest, I don't think it's gonna take as many finishes like 7 or 8. I don't think so. I think if the match is good and it has good pacing, whoever so say Punk, I don't know, next year WrestleMania, who knows? I don't think it'll be like a finisher like spam sesh. Like personally, I don't think. For him to lose, I think it will just be like a good wrestling match, good story, and yeah, that's what I think's gonna happen. Personally,
I actually see if Cody and Randy ran it back, a Randy Punk kick.
Punt
That
kick,
would
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah. Facts.
uh,
that'd be the
That
I
would be
think that'd be the
cinema
way.
as well, man.
I don't know. I don't think they'd get Randy to beat Cody. I don't know why. I think they don't.
I'm just
Bro,
saying if they did the punt kicks the perfect way,
yeah.
considering how Cody's kicked out of that many finishes, like
I
recently
swear,
speaking, anyway.
they were teasing it last year, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
And then I don't know what the fuck they're
Can,
doing with that, man.
can we just like touch on quickly? What do you lot make of Cena turning babyface randomly on a fucking Friday Night
They
SmackDown?
needed
Let's
to. They needed
They
to.
They
had to.
needed to.
let's be
It
honest,
makes
Coffee.
sense.
There was one reason they did this to get Lesnar back, so they couldn't see Lesnar. That's the
And
only
the
reason they
uh,
turned
uh,
John Cena a
And
sudden
that
baby.
was actually good.
and the
It's not.
SummerSlam
It's
and
not a good thing, Copy. Yeah, because
it was a great promo. Don't get me wrong. The promo got me hyped and everything, but
no, but it
it was
was
very
more for the crowd as well at SummerSlam. They got more invested in the match with
well,
babyface John Cena
when
rather
the
than
actual
heel.
when the actual promo happened on Friday, I was like, okay, there has to be some sort of catch. They're not doing the baby first turn this fast. I was expecting, Cena to maybe bring some heelish tactics in the match against Cody and SummerSlam, but it was just pure babyface Cena, and just like that, they got rid of everything. I think Cena spoke about his in the promo. He goes, "Oh, okay, the people who I wanted to be there are not there." He was talking about Travis Scott and The Rock. He goes, "I'll leave you." I wasn't really bank into that, but the babyface promo in itself was amazing. It got me hyped for the match. It got me more hyped than
Yeah,
the match than I was for the last
Bro,
3 4 weeks since the match has been
Danny,
announced.
you know what it was? Even when he was coming out with his black and white, I was like, surely not. And then you see all the
I
colours
got
again.
worked. I got a screenshot, yeah, of myself of me getting worked about the entrance because I saw Cody Rhodes come out and I was thinking, oh, Cena cut this promo, so let me pull it up. Actually, I
Hey,
can't
what
really
did you
show you
think of
with the green
Cody's
screen.
entrance
It
with
was
Dusty
cold.
speaking in it? That was pretty good. That
It was
it's
cold.
the match
So
was just
so
great.
I said we're gonna see Cena OG theme brackets no black and white. Been lied to when it came out of black and white. Oh my days, I got worked by an entrance. That literally happened, bro. I got worked by an entrance, bro.
Right.
That never happens. How can someone?
Do
Oh
you
my
guys think it would have been better if they told us they'd done the babyface turn like through the course of this match?
No,
nah,
no, no, no. I don't
nah.
think so. I
nah,
don't think so. I don't think so. Do you know how hyped I was for John Cena to win that match over Cody Rhodes? Like
yeah.
beforehand, I know he was a heel, but look how
Bro,
hyped the crowd
they
was
were
getting.
even that.
The
You
crowd
know
was
when they
so
were
hyped. Like
when they were doing the introductions, Cody was getting booed. You could see he was just laughing.
But you know,
But
is though they did this turn because one, I think they were gonna have Cena drop it at one of the big
Yeah,
the
facts.
shows, and I think it was gonna be SummerSlam. I don't think it was on Holy. He's only got like 4 wrestling dates or something like that. I think in
he's got,
terms of probably
I
4 more
think
pay-per-views to wrestle at. In
he's got
terms of
four
showing up,
pay-per-views.
instead of showing up, he got 14 dates. That's showing up though. In terms of wrestling matches, he probably got like 4
Yeah,
pay-per-views or
4.
something. So they were like, you know what? If we're gonna crown our next big baby face, we're gonna drop it at SummerSlam. So I think they
I'd
went with the
also say
logical.
it was if it
To be
was going
fair.
to be his last match with the title, um, he would have wanted to have that babyface entrance and babyface
Yeah.
exit so the crowd could appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think to have it on the stage of SummerSlam after all the heel nonsense and Cena's, and I think Cena's like, you know what, I just want to enjoy it. Everyone like had their throwback moment at SummerSlam, which I think was pretty perfect to be honest. But I think it also shows how shit that heel run was. To be honest, I think the moment was perfect, and it just
Yeah.
I
died straight away. It died. It was probably
which
the
I
one?
was
most
yeah, I was getting
underwhelming
a sniff
thing it for a long time.
Bro,
because
I'll be honest, I was very uninterested even after WrestleMania when he won. Fair enough, he had that feud with Randy Orton, but until it came to the CM Punk feud, that's when I started paying attention again. But before that, I was like, I can't get behind this. Like this, I don't know, man. It felt so
Bro.
forced. It
Yeah,
felt
that's
forced.
amazing.
It didn't
Forced, yeah.
feel natural like Cena wanted to do it. It felt like they were telling him, you need to go out there and be a heel, and he's like, I
nah,
can't be
I
Bro,
think
bothered,
cousin, you know
personally.
what it is, bro? It's all inconsistent build up, bro. How'd they give him man 2 weeks? How'd they
nah,
give
I
Yeah,
him
think
2 weeks to build a Randy feud, man? It don't
I
make
think
sense.
Cena
yeah,
wants to
that's
play.
rushed. Yeah,
You can clearly tell Cena wants to play a heel. He's wanted to play heel all his career. But the fact is, I don't think we've recorded a wrestling episode since Unreal came out. But the way that heel turn on Unreal was perfect. 10 out of 10. But after that,
Facts.
why did you give Cena this gimmick where he's blaming the fans for it.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Give him a Hollywood gimmick. It would suit him. Don't give him okay, you people promo. What were you sick of that? It worked for I think the first team in Brussels and maybe London. It worked for them
And he just
for
carried on
3
the same
weeks.
thing over and over
After
again.
that, you're feuding with Randy Orton. You should be talking about your rivalry with Randy Orton, about your family legacy. You know when you talk about okay, oh you fans did this to me, did that to me, etc. etc. That bored me out of the Randy feud. I did not like the Randy feud.
I think
Then
the
all
Punk
the
feud brought the best in him,
then all
and
the
then Cody.
all the R-Truth stuff was done for nonsense. It was done for no reason. I hated that absolutely. I can't believe people were trying to actually give a reason for that being good. It was diabolical, awful. The Punk feud again, the promo Punk, all that thugonomics crap. I was not into it. I don't know if you guys, but I just didn't. I wanted Cena and Punk just to go mic to mic and just run it back, and they didn't do that. The match was fine before the interferences. Again, not the best work. This on Friday and Friday and Sunday were the first times I was invested in Cena since probably that angle,
Yeah, I'd
the
say the
angle
same.
of elimination. That was the first time I was actually invested. I actually wanted a part of me wanted Cena to win this match, just to
Yep.
get that babyface entrance, the babyface celebration with the belt. I just can't believe how badly missed his heel turn up because there's potential. It's Cena. He's wanted to play heel all his career. There's a Hollywood gimmick there. You guys give him the worst gimmick.
You know what this is gonna be, Danny? Like, do you remember back in the day when we used to watch like What Culture Wrestling and stuff? How WWE should have booked.
Oh
This
yeah.
is gonna be a great future episode from Adam Blompier. How WWE should have booked the John Cena heel turn.
It's not what culture, man. We'll do it ourselves, bruv.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
do it
not-
Yeah.
ourselves.
okay,
What do you
we
mean,
can-
what culture, fam?
Yeah, we can probably book a better turn.
Yeah,
100%.
but yeah, those were prime days as a wrestling fan, man. What culture was
Bro,
better than the actual
fuck Triple H, man.
But
It's
yeah, I
mission
think-
podcast days now. We're taking over as the promotion, bruv.
what's it called? I was gonna say, yeah, this John Cena heel turn. I think it's now that it's over, I can comfortably say it's the worst heel run of all time compared to. I think the only other big one was Austin's. I think even Austin's one was probably more entertaining than this one.
It wasn't as bad as this year.
This one was just straight arse. It was just horrible. And it's just really disappointing because not only do you know Cena's got a way better heel in him, yeah, it's not only that, the most criminal thing about it is wasted 6 months of Cena's
Facts,
career.
It's just shit. It's that horrible feeling. I
Yep.
just think they genuinely dropped the ball. They dropped the ball because they had Cena at the Royal Rumble, and it was perfect for him to go against Gunther. It was perfect. It was lined up. I feel like Cena could have gone against Gunther at WrestleMania, lost, and then won, beat him at SummerSlam, and then Cena could have had a last hurrah with the title.
Shout out Michael Hayes, bro.
Jey Uso,
Bro.
you know.
Jey Uso, oh my god, I feel, you know what it is? I vomit in my mouth thinking.
Yeah, but
about
some
the fact
fans
that I
were
said
saying,
that
"Oh
was a
no,
good
you gotta
decision,
accept it." Bro, people actually defended that Jey Uso Rumble, and I was like, "Bro,
I defended it. I defended it
I
because it
defended
was
it.
something different. I liked
Yeah.
it, but it's the way that it's happened was. Does some say it was shit, bruv?
The
Yeah,
match I mean was
bad.
one of the most underwhelming matches ever. I expected a decent match. I've seen Jey Uso and Gunther on TV have actually decent matches.
Nah, but you
That
can't
was-
tap
that
the
was
fact he tapped him out as well. Jeez,
that was the
Oh.
worst match of the lot. And the fact he tapped him out. If you pinned him, fair enough. But you had Gunther out of everyone. Look how incredible he looked against.
And you're gonna put this guy against Lesnar.
on Saturday against Punk. Look at the match they had.
No,
And look at the
bro.
match he had with Jey Uso. Bro, that's just
Let's move on from John Cena to main event night one. Obviously, before we get into what happened
Can I just
after.
talk on one last thing with Cena? Listen, the Brock return is shocking and everything, but I don't know if I'm interested in seeing Brock Cena. You know that.
You know what it is? It's the build. Like Lesnar's not gonna get a mic and talk. It's just gonna be Cena talking, and then Lesnar's just gonna come out, beat the shit out of him. That's it. Like,
I'm really not interested.
there's no story.
You know, it's going to be 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks. I'm fine with it being I'm fine with it being for
Or
being
what?
2 weeks.
Or what
And
if?
then they just fuck it off.
What if he just came to just I don't know, just to return, and they needed something big for him to do, and he just come and just
Listen,
you know
all I
kill the
want-
baby
He
face.
attacks Cody.
All I
Imagine he
want to
attacks
see
Cody.
in this last run now from Brock, is him versus Jacob Fatu Bron Breaker,
Facts.
and
Facts.
Gunther.
Gunther.
Those are
No,
Facts.
but if he beats, no wait, if he versus all of them, he's gonna lose. Like you can't have Jacob lose.
fine.
Bro,
So what?
regardless though. Kazi,
He's
regardless
48.
though.
He's
You
48.
can see
Has
him.
he does not need a single win right here. He can lose to all three and still be the massive,
No, but no.
only-
If he loses to Jacob, then goes on to someone else, then goes on to Gunther. Like it's
Yeah, but you could
it's
have
not
a
gonna build the
trilogy fight
match.
against. You could have a trilogy fight against them though. Like you could have a he beats them one way because he does it dirty, and then the second time the win clean.
Okay, yeah, fair
Just
enough.
Bro,
I
something
don't
like
think
that.
he's gonna fight that much. I think we're gonna see him. I think Survivor
oh,
Series,
Carpe
and then
disappeared.
oh,
Oh, doesn't matter. Cool. Let's go to CM Punk Gunther now because I think we're 25 minutes in and we've not even.
What did I tell you guys on the preview? It's a work, and I think 2 or 3 people here believe me, and the rest were like, "Oh, then he give you up, bro. He's actually injured." I knew it from the. I said, yeah. The only reason I thought he was gonna cash in on Cody was because I actually thought Gunther was gonna retain. Like I did, I
Yeah,
thought
same. I felt that.
Punk wasn't gonna win here. I thought, okay, they're gonna probably have Gunther retain here, and Seth probably catches in later. Make it the bigger shock. I absolutely do not expect Punk to win here. But when I started thinking Punk was gonna win was when Gunther's nose went. He's basically messed his nose up and started bleeding. There was a report that came out earlier that day that Gunther's gonna have surgery. I'm like, okay, this is from Dave. I don't know if it's the most um reliable, if he's actually needs surgery. And then during the match they did all the angle, he stopped bleeding. That blade spot was incredible. We need more of that in WWE, but I'm glad they don't do it that much because it keeps it special when it does happen with someone like Gunther. That was amazing. But yeah, that match was so good. I enjoyed every second of it. People were saying, "Oh, it's boring, bro." That's wrestling from the 80s and 90s at its peak. That's two old school workers going at it, having the limb work, the mat work, the submission work, everything about it was excellent. That's two of the best. Punk's having one hell of a year.
proper wrestling match, man.
Punk's having a one hell of a year. Gunther too. Both of them turned it up. Amazing match. Yeah, and then Punk won, which I was shocked. I expected Gunther to return, and then I told you guys if Punk was gonna win, he's not gonna walk out champion. Burn it down hits. This angle with Seth coming out on the crutches first, it was a double swerve
Yeah,
because
facts.
people thought, okay, he's actually injured. Maybe he'll
He's
come
just
back.
teasing it.
He's just teasing. He's showing
Uh,
Punk, I'm gonna come for you. Whenever you're gonna have a match, and then he turns around. That
Oh,
visual,
bro, that was
where he
And then
nuts,
he
drops
yo.
drops his crutches
crutches
as he goes.
Crazy.
and the
That
beat
was
hits and his name
cold,
comes
bro.
on the title front, bro. Oh, everything about that was so cool. And then he comes down the ring. He's a smart guy because he doesn't cash in straight away. He hits Punk 4 or 5
Yeah.
times with the, first he elbows him, then he hits him with the briefcase, and then he catches in and wins.
Hey, but
Perfect
Why
not
didn't
gonna lie.
visual.
Punk run, bro? Why are you not running,
I
fam?
know
Why are you
these
not going the other
WWE's
way,
baby
bro? In
faces. They
kayfabe,
book
it makes no
they
sense,
book
bro.
them. They book them like
Bro,
retards. You know what would have made
what?
sense if Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were standing on the outside of the
You know what,
ring,
Cassie? I was
and
gonna
Yeah.
then
say
Seth walked in. It makes sense.
Because Punk was looking around to see if Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker was that was a good touch. Punk wasn't just looking straight; he was looking left and right to see if someone was going to attack him.
Fair enough.
I think that might be one of the reasons Punk never. That's of course wrestling is never logical, so
Nah.
we can't say,
Hey,
"Oh, this
Danny.
happened, this happened."
Danny, you were spamming fourth man, bro.
Yeah, because I
But
thought
it would have
Same,
made.
bro. I thought the
It would have
same.
made. No. But But I said like last time. I don't think it would have made sense.
oh, he's froze.
Oh
The
man.
fourth man to have turned up on the cash in
Yeah.
because it would have ruined the fact that they've come on the cash in. You'd forget about who the fourth person
Whoa.
is. You need to focus on what had happened in that moment in time. But just to quickly touch on that Punk and Gunther match, myself personally, with Gunther bleeding, like that was
Sign of
poetic.
weakness.
You look back at Gunther beating the hell out of Jimmy Uso, and Jimmy Uso was bleeding. He was laughing, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm immortal, and you're just a piece of shit." Like Gunther bleeding and realizing he's a mortal man too, and he can be beaten, and he can bleed the same way as everyone else. Like that's poetry. That's just proper storytelling to the max.
Wait,
And I
is
don't know.
Gunther gonna be out now legitimately or no?
Probably, yeah. But there's probably, yeah. But there was, I don't know about you guys, but there was this sense of elation and heroism when CM Punk hit that second go to sleep.
Yeah.
When Gunther,
Amazing.
because when he hit the first one, I was like, surely not, because Gunther
Yeah.
was like that.
Oh, he
And then
sold it well, you know.
Told it very well.
because he spat out his mouth, and then the second one, he pinned him 1, 2, 3. I'm like, has this just happened? Like, really? Like, it was something out of a movie. And then CM Punk, you could just tell how happy he was, and like it was built so well. I
It's
thought the
amazing,
match
man.
build was pretty good, but the match itself superseded, I think, anything I could have imagined. I knew it was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be a good match, but that was 5
Boys,
star,
what?
5 star.
Which
Like,
main
oh
event
my
was
god,
better? What do you think? Just match wise. What do you think
Both
of
of them were
main event?
incredible. What add edgy Cody Cena,
Yeah, Cody Cena.
There was
Mainly
something
because of a
special about
street
Cody
fight,
and
though,
Cena.
innit?
I think I'm
Both
only going to
Street
say
fight
match.
tags.
I'm going to say match one just because of the fact that it was clean. It was a clean match. In
Yeah,
the
that's
sense
true.
of like
That's true.
it didn't. You know, I think if Punk and Gunther had like a street fight, that would have made it a lot better than Rhodes and Cena. But it was just a pure storytelling, and the fact that we don't get to watch those kinds of matches anymore,
has
it made it all the more special.
Yeah,
I think.
I was gonna say because, bro, we've been doing this pod since Royal Rumble now. We've been saying, bro, just give us one main event without any interferences. One main event
Mm.
without any interferences. Mania 42, no, Mania 41 night 2, we got interference. Backlash, we got interference. Money in the Bank, we got interference. Now the Champions, we got interference. All these shows, it gets tiring at one point. And at this show, it was just refreshing to see two workers in Gunther and Pong go at it for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, have a clean match, win. It was fantastic. Even
Brilliant
in
match.
that, even in that too with Cody and Cena, just no interferences, both of them having a street fight. It was just fantastic stuff, man. It's just refreshing to see Triple H can actually do this. He doesn't have to rely on what 2-3 interferences every match. So let's keep more of this over. Let's not go back to the interferences.
Whoa.
I think that was one of the best SummerSlam endings since I think Randy Orton cashed in on Daniel Bryan. That was probably one of the best
Yeah,
endings
agreed.
Yeah,
to night one.
uh,
Personally,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree
personally,
with that.
yeah. I could
I think
agree
that
with
was
that. Yeah,
since
I
then.
could back that. Yeah.
Boys, if I
Because
could, you think
both were shocking, really. I'll be honest. Like when Triple H pedigree Daniel Bryan, bro, I was like, what? Because
Yeah.
after the babyface won the title, same thing happened. Punk won the title, and Seth Rollins come and cashed in. So yeah,
Listen, even at night 2, yeah, people were saying, oh, okay, are we gonna have any interference with this? You don't need interferences. You have Cody and Cena. You don't need no Fiend. You need nothing. You just need two workers just working with each other, having a great match. This would have been horrible if it was heel Cena against babyface Cena. So
yeah,
some of the stuff Cena pulled out this
yeah,
match,
it's Cody.
bro, I haven't seen that guy pulled out since 2017, 2016. It was just refreshing and great to see, and I'm glad Cena's last SummerSlam match was this because, in my opinion, it's one of the best SummerSlam main events ever.
well, I
I
don't
don't
know
think
if
that's
Yeah,
competition.
what is it called, the code breaker when he did it outside the ring. That
Bro,
was cool.
everything about the match was the power driver. I do not expect Cody to pull out power driver, bro. Everything.
Cena did the sunset flip
I
outside the ring. I'm
genuinely,
pretty sure.
bro, that power driver, I genuinely expected. There's part of me thinking, is this him turning heel here? Like, is that the moment that he turns heel because he's backed out the power driver? Like, that's a very it's a very heelish move, but it's obviously within the rules, so it's fine.
It is, but I'd say in the match definitely Cody was leaning to be the more heel than Cena. I think
Yeah.
Cena was just pure babyface. The Cena used to see for so many years against Omega, against Styles at 2017. I think that was the Cena we got with Cody though. I think we saw Cody against Randy at King of the Ring, and he not King of the Ring, now champions, and he was playing more of the heel there as well, and here he's playing more of the heel. So I don't know if they finally changed the story that okay, Cody is willing to go to lengths to be his opponent. Mania didn't pull the trigger, but that story again, it's not flawless for me because against AJ Styles he took the steps. Against Kevin Owens he put him through a ladder. So there's a bit of inconsistency here, but again, I hope they do tell the story now, and then when he does eventually turn heel, it'll be a much bigger deal. But I still think at Mania 42, I've been saying this since the start of the pod, it should be heel Punk against babyface Cody. Please give me that.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. After all this, I don't think Punk's gonna turn heel. Like getting screwed over by Rollins. I don't know, but
That feud
who
will
knows?
end eventually, hopefully. And then I do think because Punk's a natural heel, we all know this. We watched his heel run in 2012, 2013. He's a master of his art. I just wish we get one Punk,
And I
one
don't
Punk.
think I don't think
I
they're
just
gonna
wish we get
drop.
one Punk heel run
I
with
don't.
Cody against, especially
Yeah,
coming up against Cody as a babyface is the
I don't
best.
think Cody Rhodes babyface is gonna drop the title to Punk as a heel.
Cody face
I
is
don't think it's
No,
gonna
baby
happen.
no,
face
no,
is
no.
baby face.
I think this
I don't
whole
think.
talk of Punk turning heel, he's the most loved. He's the most loved by the
That's what I'm
fans.
saying.
That's just the
That's what I'm
fact. They're
saying.
not gonna
Nah,
do it.
but
They ain't gonna
you
do it.
know what it
They
is.
ain't
You
gonna do
know,
it.
They're not
say
gonna
that,
do it.
but you say that, but come on, bro. See, heal CM Punk. We have to see it at least one more time.
Exactly.
No, we
Not
will
It's
yet
see it,
though.
but
so
I don't
good.
think we're seeing it anytime soon.
Not yet.
CM Punk, yeah, when he's a heel, he's fucking riveting on the mic,
Okay.
bro. He's
Best
so
heel ever.
good.
Say if he
That,
gets screwed out of the Royal Rumble or something, and then he goes on a mad, I don't know, just
yeah,
starts
I
beating
reckon
the
they
shit
could.
out of
I
everyone,
reckon
then
they can
fair
wrap up.
enough.
They can
Yeah,
wrap
fair
up the
enough.
feud before Royal Rumble.
But I don't know, man. They might pivot CM Punk Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Who knows? I don't know.
Bro, talking of Rumble though, they're gonna obviously have Sammy win that. So
No, Punk doesn't have to win the Rumble, but what I'm saying
he
is
could win
CM
Chamber.
heel Cody Rhodes versus heel CM Punk will be fucking gold. I'm telling you, the promo battles between them will be amazing. Obviously they both have the AEW history as well that they'll probably tap into as well.
Did they face each other in AEW or no?
They
I don't think
never
so.
crossed each. Well, they did a bit, but they never faced each other because Cody left
okay.
early 2022 and Punk joined
Mate,
late 2021.
heel
Alright,
CM
okay.
Punk, bro. You guys are forgetting Straight Edge Society and the 434-day reign heel run. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Bro,
was
yeah,
amazing.
those
That
are
was
two of
amazing.
my favorite all-time heel performances, bro. I know CM Punk, and you know what it is? The way they've booked him, yeah, since he's returned to WWE, it kind of makes sense. Him becoming a heel, he
yeah.
keeps getting screwed over. Well, yeah, keeps like losing the big one. It makes
Listen,
sense, man.
since the Rumble, he lost the Rumble. He got eliminated by Logan Paul. Chamber, he got screwed by Rollins. Mania, he got screwed by Rollins and Heyman. Then now Champions he got screwed by Rollins again. Here he got screwed by Rollins. At one time he's gonna come that okay, he's just pissed off and he's gonna turn heel. And I think we've seen the Cody and Punk was it promo battles between
Yeah,
before Rumble 2024 and 2025. This year and last year, they were some of the best promos I've seen this year. Them just Punk being the natural heel in the and babyface Cody is gonna be some of the best TV.
exactly. That
Bro,
that has to be the direction for Mania 42.
bro, even the match itself, you know, it's gonna cause them two in
Yeah.
ring. They're nuts.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Bro,
I think there's a
realistically,
lot to look forward to on the
who do you lot
Rollins and
think
Punk
wins that
arc.
match if they do fight? If they have a match, who wins that?
Well, heel
What do you
Punk,
lot say?
babyface Cody. I think
Yeah.
heel Punk win. Heel Punk.
Babyface Cody's winning that. I
Cassie,
reckon.
he's not holding on the title for that long. I don't know
I
who
don't
you
know.
think
I
is gonna
I
be
think he's
throwing it
gonna
for.
be the next. I think he's gonna be the next long reigning. I don't know. Not
For
as long as
me,
Roman, but
for
I think they're gonna
nah,
keep him a bit
He
longer.
held the title for a year, so like, you
yeah,
know,
They
let's
exactly.
want their
not.
babyface to hold
It
it
won't
for
be long.
longer, though. I don't think they'll hold it for a couple of months.
I
He
don't think
held
it's gonna
he
be
held it
long.
for 1 year after he won a Mania 40. It's not gonna be any longer than that.
You
I
can't
think
keep
that
having him chase though as the
I
top
think that
babyface. People are gonna get bored.
what Cena did is 16, 17 times. It's not a big deal.
Bro, that's
People
Cena
won't
though.
get
But
tired of
right
it.
now,
Yeah, that's Cena.
the
Yeah.
fans will get bored of Cody Rhodes if he keeps chasing the title and going to
Exactly, and
WrestleMania as
then they turn
champion.
him heel. Like I've said, in a year or two, they could turn him heel, and the story is there. The story is perfect. There, he's got screwed this time he's turned heel. I think the three wrestlers who have the best chance of detaining Cody: Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and heel Punk.
Also, you think they're gonna have Cody Rhodes lose back-to-back WrestleManias as champ?
Yeah, why not? Because he wins the title back. It's not a big deal losing a WrestleMania.
I think he could
Gunther's
lose
lost.
it
I
next
I
think
year.
don't know, man.
Next
no.
year, SummerSlam, he might
Yeah,
lose it.
yeah, that's what I reckon.
That
Somewhere,
makes
I don't
more
think
sense, I
WrestleMania.
think.
I think WrestleMania he retains.
Cassie, the biggest stars in the company have lost WrestleMania main events. We've seen Roman Reigns lose two
Back
back-to-back
to back,
WrestleMania
yeah,
main
that's
events.
true.
It's not a
Now,
big
but you know
deal.
what it is though. Obviously, when Edge and Daniel Bryan come back, everyone was like, "Oh, Edge, Daniel Bryan. You know who's gonna beat him?" Obviously, everyone thought they made Edge and Daniel Bryan. They both lost. Punk's a legend as well. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if they're gonna. I don't give him a run like that. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. As a face,
Guys, anyway, I think we've spoken, so we've gone to many lengths on Rollins, Punk, Cena, Lesnar, Rhodes. I think we need to we need to have a bit more of a focus on everything else that happened in the card as well, because there were some special moments that had happened um, during the entire SummerSlam as well. And I think the TLC match was something that was
Oh, what a
pretty damn
match.
special. But
The
before we
wrong
start,
winners.
yeah, but the wrong fucking winners, man. What was going on, man? The Wyatt sex offenders, bruv. Oh my god, they do my head in, bruv. Why are you giving these guys the titles, man? Like they're just frustrating. They're not even
That
good.
ain't good, bro.
Like,
Exactly.
bro, they're not even good. Like, you know what it is? I said it on the preview and I'm gonna say it again. I appreciate what they're trying to do in terms of Bray Wyatt's legacy, but you take that out, yeah, you take that out, and they're just another B team, bro. They're Curtis Axel and fucking I don't even know Bo Dallas, man. That's the quality of tag team we're looking at right
Respect
there, man.
Curtis Axel, man. He was a good IC champ.
Bro, get him out of there, man.
and a
Bring me
Paul Heyman
Enzo
guy.
Amore and Big Cass
Follow
back,
him, guy.
man. Bro, wrong winners. You had Fraxium, you had the Motor City Machine Guns, you had DIY, you had the Street Profits, you had Andrade and Ray Phoenix, and you're giving it with the Wyatt Six.
Do you know the funny thing about this? Yeah, they're gonna have the White Six lose on a random SmackDown, when they could have done it in front of 55k people. It's
The
stupid.
only genuine reason why I think that the TLC match had the White Six win it was because are they doing that draft thing now, or are they just going to delay it for another year?
That's gonna
The
be
draft.
after Clashing Paris.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yallah.
You're getting drafts.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a waste, man! Like, because now who's gonna now what's the tag scene gonna look like? Because you've literally had all six tag teams go at each other, and you're just gonna leave for the next 2-3 weeks, bruv. Get out of here, man.
By the
that
way, that
Candice
Candice
LeRae
LeRae
spot,
spot,
oh my
bro,
days.
oh my
Wow.
days, she took one of the craziest bumps I've seen.
I thought she did. I thought she actually did an ACL or something there, man, because she landed so bad on her knee.
Mental spot.
She's
Hey,
insane, man.
I
Feel
love
like
the way
seeing
that they
Spanish
incorporated
Fly
the
was
women into
nice.
the match as well. No woke
Axiom's.
nonsense intended, but the way that they brought in like the women from each faction was pretty
B-Fab
sick.
and Candice LeRae is good. Enjoyed it, man.
Axiom's Spanish Fly was
What was it?
nuts.
Oh
through
my
the
god, the
table.
Spanish fly. When they were about to recreate the edge spear off the top of the ladder, and then
Tomato
Ciampa
jumper.
just oh my god, Frazier jumps and he misses, and you think, what the bomber clout, man,
What match?
bro? This match was an absolute spot fest. Honestly, I had no
It's
qualms with that match.
nuts.
There were generally 3 match of the year contenders on this card. That were on whole card. There was Cody, Cena, Gunther, Polk, and this TLC tag match. All
Yeah.
generally match of the year contenders.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the only problem I'd have with this TLC match again, I have nitpicked at the other team matches as well. Is I think from like a spectator perspective, because there's so much to look at, I think you have to go back and watch that match twice almost and just be like, oh, is
Yeah.
there anything that I missed? Because there wasn't that much in-ring action.
It was all
And
outside.
It was spot after spot after spot. Yeah.
yeah, which is great. I love a spot fest as much as the next guy. Like, you know, shout out Bill Goldberg. Aside from when he's not injuring anyone, but like you probably want a bit more consistency and a little bit more to it, like a little bit more storytelling. Because the only part of storytelling I got was when they decided to beat the shit out of the White Six at the beginning. The 4 table spots were sick. It's a 9.9 for me again. It's
What we're
unreal.
saying is much better than the SmackDown after Mania TLC match. Well, not TLC, but a ladder match. You think it's better than this, Hazard?
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's because there was just there was a lot going on, and it was all fun. It wasn't I don't think there was any botches as well. It was just aside from the I think it was who botched the lad. It was the Street Profits, and then they did. You know what it is? They played it off sick because they did it again. They played it off sick because they did it again. Like that was pretty cool. But no, this was really good.
That was a great match, man.
And that ladder match after SmackDown as well.
I think that's what got the crowd going because before then they were pretty dead, bro. They did sound
Yeah.
asleep.
I genuinely think they just I think they messed up the structure of the nights as well. I think they've had so many they had so many like free for all fights on night 2 that they probably could have switched 1 or 2 over to night 1. And it would have given night 1 a bit more spice. But yeah, no.
Should we talk about the night 1 opening?
Yeah,
Match.
let's go for it. Roman J versus Bronson and Breaker. Wow. That was a good match. That was actually a really good match. It was a lot better than I thought it'd be. A lot better than I thought it'd be.
So yeah, it's a great opener. I think every man showed out. Roman with the dive. I can't remember the last time I seen him do that. He did go over. He did overshot a bit, but you know he hasn't done that since ages. So you know we let it slide. But the whole match again was amazing. The main thing I liked about this match, the biggest thing I liked about this match was the character work with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns took a bullet. Roman Reigns took a bullet for Jey Uso. We've been saying since last year, is Roman going to actually ever apologize to Jey Uso, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't have to apologize. He took the bullet for him in the match. That was my favorite thing about the match. I thought, I personally there's wrong winners, but I get why they wanted Roman, because, you know, Roman needs a win. He hasn't won in since Survivor Series. So I think Roman didn't need this win, you know, but I'm glad they let Jey Uso actually take the pin, you know, because, you know, Jey Uso is going to be around. So, you know, it gives him a good pin over Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Personally, I don't have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed win, make the faction feel even bigger. You know, they can open the show winning and Seth can close the show. It would have been better in my opinion. But I get why they had Roman and Jey won, so not a big deal.
Boys, what did you think of Braun potentially injuring himself?
He does that every match, Eddie. I've seen that guy do some crazy things. He'll be fine.
Hopefully. I think one of my favorite things that Bron Breakker actually did in that match was he had a hold on Jey Uso and was just singing to Roman Reigns.
Roman,
Like,
Roman.
oh, that was
That was
so
so
joking, man.
funny,
That was
man.
That's very
insane.
fun. It's too funny.
Bro, give this guy the keys of the company, bro. He's gonna.
He will be. I don't think it's the time right now, but in a year or two, he will
It's
be the face of the
it's
company.
Braun Breaker and Jacob, I reckon.
Them two, are,
Them
yeah,
Them two
them
are
two,
the top dogs.
they'll be
Quick,
the Cody and Roman of this gen.
Yep.
quickly,
Spawn.
let's just talk about that women's tag match as well, because I think the storyline that they're gonna I think the tag division for the women's is actually going to be really good now, because Charlotte and Alexa, there was great storytelling, but I feel like we could either see Rhea and Io Sky teaming up, and them two go and them four going at it in the ring. Like, that'd be sick. Like, I've got there's so much potential in that, and the match was really good as well. Roxanne Perez's what's her finisher called? Roxanne Perez. I forgot now.
Roxanne Perez, I think it's called the Pop Rocks or
Pop
Super
rock, that when she hit that pop rocks, I think to Charlotte, I think it was
Yeah.
that bro, crazy work.
But yeah,
But yeah,
so-
another honestly another really good match, and I think there's a lot of there's so many, like, there's so much potential in that women's division, and like we've said, like we've been saying throughout the entire year, it's just been better booked than the men. I think this is probably the first show where I'd say the men have actually
showed up. Yeah.
they've showed up and had better produced matches.
This guy.
But the women have just been the women have been consistent. Unlike that Tiffany
Oh God.
match,
Jade
which was
match.
Don't get me started on that.
Hey,
Jesus.
I don't think that was the worst match on the card. Yeah, we'll get on to what the worst match on the card was, but I feel like this match needed at least 4 or 5 minutes. It felt too short, and Tiffy just won without no interferences. I don't know what's next for Jade. Actually, I don't know what's next for this title. I think Bianca wins this title at Clash in Paris. I think they let Tiffy win this. The match at Clash in Paris is gonna be Bianca against Tiffany Stratton, and Bianca wins. And at Mania 42, we get Bianca against Jade. I think that's the story they're gonna tell.
Jade's gonna get a WrestleMania main event against Bianca Belair based off what?
no one's
It
giving
won't be
her.
a main event. Who said it's a main event,
Not a
Cassie? I
main
think-
event, a women's title, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah,
she's gonna
that's
be
fine.
the.
Cassie, she was on the call this year against Naomi. She's gonna have a title match next year. It's fine. They'll build up the story.
Jeez,
Fine.
that match is gonna. I don't even
Listen,
know.
Bianca's amazing. She carried that to a decent enough match.
But Jade's like, oh, I don't know, man.
I mean,
So good.
I'm all for Naomi dropping the title and them three having a triple threat. Like, that'd be probably better.
You know what? Do you see Naomi dropping against Stephanie for at Clash of Paris, or do you think she'll retain? Because I
Nah,
don't know.
Yeah, she will.
Naomi retains, because everyone will be behind
Oh.
Stephanie Bucko, and Naomi needs to hold on to that title a little bit
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they give it to Stephanie that quick.
Talking about that match, that was a good opener. I enjoyed that match. I don't think it was good as the Mania Io, Rhea,
No.
and Bianca, but I think it was a good enough match. I think
Yeah.
Rhea taking the pin really surprised me. I did not expect Rhea to take the pin.
I mean,
Roll up
hooked
though,
up
innit?
and
But
died.
it was only a
Ran
roll up.
away as well. Rhea Hogan's on her way up.
Let's go on
Massive
to Sami Zayn against Karrion Cross. Now,
let's go on
not
to
talk about that.
We
Oh
want Cross.
my
We
days.
not
want
talk about
When
that.
is
Cross.
this guy? I am waiting for the
Oh,
future
Cobb is here.
endeavors on this guy. I can't
Cobb is here.
wait.
Let's let Coffee talk about him.
Karen Cross is ass, bro. This guy is shit. The best thing about him is his fucking valet manager, whatever you call it, Scarlett Bordeaux. Wow, get the title on her. Like, you know what I mean? Give his gimmick to her, man. Give her more screen time. We don't want to see Karen Cross, man. This guy sucks. He can't wrestle. His mic work, okay, he's all right, but like, there's been so many people in the past that have been good on the mic. It's like, and people didn't ride out for them, but they're riding out for this mid-average like jobber. Like Enzo Amore was 10 times better on the mic than this guy, and people like just you know what happened with Enzo Amore anyway. He got
Yeah, he was cold on the mic, bro.
I still remember when he
I can't
turned
believe
up Survivor
Triple H. Triple H is too funny, man. The crowd were chanting, "We want Cross, and he
Ooh,
says,
Brock.
"Yes, we brought back Brock." I was like, "Bro, this guy's
That's
on
not real.
fair play, man. Fair play. This
Well,
guy's
this Karrion
on
Cross guy, yeah, he's had 3 matches. Let's deep it. 3 matches against one of the best wrestlers in the company, Sami Zayn. 2 of them have been on PLE, and Night Champions, and Summerslam. And one of them was on Raw, which not one match has been above 2.5 stars. Every match has been horrible.
TikTok
Please
on that contract, boy.
let,
TikTok on that contract.
let this guy go. Get him gone. I don't know if he wants to do indie stuff. Just he's not good, man. I don't
Yeah,
know when
he'll
Triple
be
H.
good in
Tony
All
Khan.
Elite, bro.
Tony Khan will take him.
Tony Khan will not take
Exactly.
him because he's not a good wrestler, and Tony Khan loves his good wrestlers. I don't
He
know.
likes his WWE rejects though.
Just send Karrion Kross to TNA. You can still be under a contract, but you send him TNA because I don't want to see that guy on my screen ever again.
I mean, let's have it here. Let's have it here right now before we move on. Which match was genuinely worse? Because like let's be real. This match should have been on Raw, but for the hype that Jacob and Solo had, would you argue that match was worse than Sammy
Bro,
Cross? Knowing
Yeah,
that match was going to be
yeah. I
no.
agree with
Yeah,
you.
the
I agree
hype,
with
the
I
you.
don't
hype.
think it
Yeah, yeah.
was. I
Ass.
don't think it was.
I think it's bad.
Jacob Fatu v Solo Sikoa is one of the worst matches I've seen this year.
Bro,
And that's
don't let that spot fool you into thinking it's a good match, bro.
that's not
Match is
even a
ass.
full
The spot that
exaggeration.
happened after
It
the
was
match
after the match
anyway.
anyways.
Like,
Bro,
why
this
are
was
you
Exactly,
one
it
of
don't make
the worst
sense.
matches this year. Nothing happened. We got two interference with Tyler Tonga and Jimmy Uso. And then after that, he comes in the cage and I think they just drag Solo out. Everything about this was absolutely horrible. Proper letdown because I thought, Solo had a good cage match against Cody Rhodes this year. Jacob had to, I rate him in ring. I think he's a good wrestler. I thought this would be a decent match, but it was probably the worst match of the weekend. Horrible stuff.
I agree.
The only
Oh,
thing this
yeah.
does,
Potential though.
the only thing I really hope this does now is it moves Jacob away from the bloodline story. I think the bloodline story is cut up, it is finished. Wallahi, brother, I am sick of watching these guys wrestle with each other every other week, man. Like Solo needs to own that US division. On his he's not going to do it on his own. He's
Listen,
got his
Hazard,
MFT,
is this
like MFTs
controversial?
or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't mind Jacob and Jimmy as a tag team.
Now we're
Nah,
good. We're
keep
good.
Jacob away. Keep Jacob away from tag team, bro.
Well, this
Nah.
bloodline
He's
stuff,
solo store.
this bloodline stuff actually annoys me, yeah. Because let's start rather start. You had his family turn on Roman, yeah. Okay, we got that. After that, you had Roman turn on Solo. Fair enough. Then it gets a bit crazier. I get you turned Solo against Jacob. Fair enough. But now where do you go from here? Just take Jacob away from this. You don't need the bloodline interacting with the bloodline all
Nah,
the
you know what's
time.
gonna happen?
It
The
gets
brand
boring.
split. The brand split. Raw and SmackDown. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna
I
swap
mean,
him.
the brand
I
is already
reckon.
there, but I agree with you,
Yeah,
Cassie. I think you should put Jacob Fatu on Raw, give
separate
him
brand.
fresh scenery, take him away from
Yep,
all the Solo, Talatonga.
yep,
Have Solo. Listen, it'll be a good thing. Just have Solo defend the title against babyfaces. Have him do
yep.
that. Put the Talatonga and the other one. Put them in a tag team and just have him do some stuff in the tag team. Just this bloodline stuff actually annoys me because it got to a point in 2024 when it was getting stale anyways, and they carried it on 2025. Bro, I hate this so much.
The Samoans, bro. The
Eddie's
Samoans,
just
man.
putting
Oh,
Zilla Fatu spawning another Hawaii guy.
Zilla.
yeah,
God
nah.
damn.
Listen, Jacob Fatu needs to move to Raw, man. Get him away. And so
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I'm
going
happy
Raw. He's
Solo
going Raw.
retained because Solo Sikoa is so fucking good. I hope they give him a proper long run with the US title. I reckon he can do wonders with it. Solo Sikoa. The best thing about this match was Solo Sikoa's fucking reactions and stuff. Like when
Oh, it's
Jacob,
always Solo Sokora's reactions, man. He's just like
he's just He's just so good, man. He's the best. He's the best one out of the Uso brothers as well. It's mad how funny that is. He's the best character, best on the
Yeah,
mic.
nah, he is. He is.
Bro, Solo Sikoa, yeah. Put some respect on that guy's name.
Bro, even
Triple
when
H
people used to
fucking
troll
push
him, I
him.
still used to back him.
Bro, he has potential to become a top heel in this company, bro. Push him to the moon. Even as a babyface, I reckon he's got a sick babyface in him as well.
We take it
But
at all.
yeah, the
Listen,
theme, that's one of the few good Death Rebel themes, the Solo Sikoa theme. But
they always cook with the bloodline. I'm not gonna lie,
all
they
the
do
time,
pretty well
yeah.
with the
Listen,
bloodline theme.
I've enjoyed Solo Sikoa for most of this year, but this match with Jacob Fatu just took all interest out of the blood storyline. That's been dead for like over a year, I think now. Just get him separate. Have Solo, you don't do any more bloodline though. Have him just defend the title against babyfaces on SmackDown, and take Jacob Fatu, elevate him, put him in the main event scene against these top wrestlers, which I've been wanting to see since he debuted. But yeah, this bloodline stuff is dead in the water. Okay, gone.
Well,
AJ Styles.
I was gonna say sorry before we talk about AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio because you spoke about Death Rebel, and it made me think about Becky Lynch's new theme and like,
Yeah,
bro,
why?
why are they ruining their themes, man? Why they like that
Bro, but
Becky and
apparently it's not
Lyra
even Death
Valkyria match,
Rebel
by
though.
the way?
It's not Death Rebel though, is it?
That's some
you got
working.
random
That's some
band.
working something. I forgot
Yeah,
what it's called.
it's the kind of band her and
Oh.
Seth are close with. I don't know what it's called. but
Yo,
yeah.
there need to be distance from that band, man. Like, I don't judge people's music taste, but that was that's a
That
dead
was
thing
horrid.
to walk into, man.
Yeah.
Like they need to be mixed with Rhea Ripley's band. But jokes
Oh
aside, before we
wow.
talk about AJ Dom, that Becky and Lyra match was ruined not by Bailey, but by the fact that the crowd were just
The
shit.
crowd.
The
I
crowd,
was gonna say the actual match. I enjoyed it. The structure was fine. It probably
Bro.
went 5 minutes longer, but I think the
Yeah,
stuff
it
with
went too
Bailey
long.
again, the impending Bailey heel turn will be amazing. But the crowd were doing waves. You meant to watch. There are two amazing wrestlers who, in my opinion, were having the best feud of the year. The previous two matches, well, the three matches, the Evolution Triple Threat, the match
American
Backlash,
crowds are
and the match at
stupid, man.
Money in the Bank. All of the matches were amazing, and this
damn,
match
bro.
was ruined. But first of all, being in a stadium, and second of all, the crowd not giving a shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, man, ruined it.
Waste, man. Anyway,
But you know what?
AJ
It's a shame because with this women's wrestling, it has come a long way in it, and for the crowd to just be booing it and doing beach ball mania and all that, it's disgusting. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, no, I agree. They've been, I think, in the last year or two, the women's division has been a lot more dominant than the men's division, just in terms of match quality, in terms of feuds. It's been quality, and I agree with you, Carpe, wholeheartedly. It's very disrespectful, very disrespectful.
Yeah. AJ Styles against Dominic Mysterio.
There's one thing, there's one thing that AJ Styles did in this match that pissed me off was the chair spot. Why would you want to get Dominic Mysterio disqualified in Kayfabe? Why would you want to get Dominic Mysterio disqualified
Nah,
in Kayfabe? It's gonna be
he
the other way
basically
around. You're a
he
dumb guy.
he was gonna get disqualified, so then he was like, "Yo, how do I make it look like, I don't know." So
So
I think
Kathy, he doesn't win the belt. He doesn't win the belt. What's the point of it?
I don't know. I don't know why he
actual
did
spot
that.
was fine, but why would you want to get yourself DQ'd and not win the championship? I just found it a bit
Uh,
stupid. The actual match, though, I think was fine.
Can I give a shout to the fucking cold ring gear that both men were wearing, AJ
yeah,
Styles,
bro.
and it was a tribute to the 2005 SummerSlam match between Eddie and Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
yeah, it's sick.
Amazing.
that was sick. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I thought the match was fire, man. I thought it was really good. Dominic Mysterio, this kid is so fucking good, man. He is so good. Can we finally give him a meaty storyline now? That's away from Liv Morgan. That's away from fucking Judgment Day. Get this kid. He has the it factor. He is your number one guy to be the heel of this company, bro.
In my opinion,
What did Triple H say to Jey Uso? Oh, we're gonna put a rocket on your ass. Do that to Dominic Mysterio, bro. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
one thing I'll say is I think he's gonna lose the belt to AJ at Clash of Paris. I think
I
that's
don't
gonna
mind.
yes,
I don't mind the Styles World title run.
I think Styles gets the belt probably the rest of the year.
I've said this in the chat. Yeah, my vision for Dominic Mysterio, and now is to be the guy. I want him to be Cena's last match. I want him to be the guy that retires Cena. Cena goes for the IC title.
That's not
he never
happening.
won in his last match. Dom beating Cena.
Nah,
You know how
if Dom
much
beats
heat.
Cena,
You
yeah,
know how
then
much
be-
heat
he
he
would
will
be
have
insane.
if he fucking beats Cena in his last match. It will be amazing, bro. And how cocky he'll be afterwards. Just
One thing
do it.
about Dom though, I think he has to bulk up a bit. Like he's not the biggest of people.
He doesn't really need to be honest. I think the
Nah, he's
way that he
alright.
tells the story in the ring is really good. The ending, especially, was just like, you know what? Like this kid's got it. Kid's got it. Like you can't turn that away. He's just a quality wrestler.
And the fact he didn't need the Judgment Day to win this, and he won by his own heelish tattoos, I think is a great touch.
About damn time.
Yeah. Again, another match that didn't have an interference, and it was really good. Triple H,
yeah,
you have my Vamos for this weekend, but you're still on hate watch, brother.
Oh, can I just quickly touch on Triple H, by the way? That this guy is so funny, bro. He has zero accountability, doesn't he? I mean, he wrote into Cena's promo. He made Cena blame The Rock and Travis for it instead of his ass booking. And then,
But if you watch Unreal,
after the Brock Lesnar return, he goes, "Oh yeah, Cena wanted it." So we brought him back. This guy, he's very clever with his words in it. He knows how to escape the heat.
The fact they cancelled the presses was hilarious. The fact they cancelled the presses, so you didn't have to,
Yeah.
take any questions from the audience.
Yo,
And
You know
I
what's
think
mad
I
that-
think the presses are a bunch of bullshit anyway.
are,
Like,
yeah,
they
they're
should not be
stupid.
having post-match press
But
conferences.
the only,
for
but come on, Hazard,
wrestling
the only
matches.
reason they got rid of it was because they knew the Brock coming back. Was
Yeah,
Listen,
gonna happen.
I don't even look. That's not even a thing for me. That's not even a thing for me. Wink, wink. But like, imagine you walk up to freaking like Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania, after this WrestleMania, and he lost, and you'd be like, "So Cody, things didn't go so well. What could have gone better?" I probably could have just used the belt, and I would have built the belt in John Cena's face, and I probably could have retained at WrestleMania. Like, bro, press conferences in wrestling, bro. Get that woke shit out of here, man. This ain't the UFC, man. Bring back kayfabe, bro.
Now, the only person that should do a press conference is Triple H. That's it. Well, if they're
You shouldn't do
asking,
it
the rest,
because
You
other
know,
wrestlers
nah,
should.
that guy already has enough fucking attention. The
Yeah,
fucking,
bro.
every
forget
fucking
that.
pay-per-view this guy comes out. And did you see what he said? That's so funny. After night one, he was like, "Oh, night two is even bigger." Like, bro, this guy.
I mean, Kobe, he wasn't lying, was it? The Brock stuff was massive.
But he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Is
Why
there
is
any
what
other
now?
matches? Is there any other match that we missed? I feel like
So we have to talk about this match, the Jelly Roll match, bro. That spot Jelly Roll took, bro. Fair enough, man.
Fair play
Respect
to
to him.
Jelly Roll,
Bro,
bro.
that
Bro,
jump
Jelly
was
Roll's a better
insane,
wrestler
bro,
than
from
Karrion
Logan.
Kross, bro.
He is crazy.
Mad.
Bro, you can
But you
tell
know
he's
what I found about this
dedicated.
weird about this match when Randy Orton was like trying to tag in and Jelly Roll was like, "No, like what the fuck you doing, bro?"
kayfabe makes no sense, man. Oh my god.
I thought
that
he, I
spot
thought
he
he was, I thought the guy genuinely died when Logan done that spot. I was like, "Fuck, that looked brutal. That looked rough."
Mental
And he's
spot.
getting up, and then it's just so funny the way he. Oh man, I was in it. But can we like make that the last thing though? Like, I don't want to see them fucking bring back Jelly Roll now for another match.
Oh, Copy, you're
Oh.
in for it, right, bro? They're bringing him back for Mania, 100%.
Oh. Listen, bring back
Bro.
Bad Bunny. That's the only celebrity.
Bad Bunny, yo, where is
I'll
he,
give a
man?
fuck. He can actually wrestle, innit?
He's busy.
Bad
man.
Bunny versus
you know
I want
what?
Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul in like a street fight or
You
something.
know
Bro, how
what?
is
I'm
Bad
gonna.
Bunny a
You know,
better wrestler than
I've
Karrion
criticized
Kross?
Logan Paul, yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna give him his credit. I think he's earned the right to be called a wrestler. The guy's good, man.
Yeah, I think now he has because he's wrestled enough. But
Bro,
I don't
some of
think
the spots he's done, yeah. That Ricochet one was probably the best spot.
And I think his character is improving as well now slightly.
he's
I
a
wouldn't
little
be
bit.
surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if we see it. If we don't, if I'd be surprised if we don't see a world title on him in about 2 years.
Bro, Logan Paul needs to become full time and just
He basically,
lock
I
off this
can't lie, he
part time
practically
bullshit.
is. He's there most of the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
Nah,
this
I'm
year,
talking about on shows like Raw, like like Seth's always there. You get me?
he's never gonna be a full time on TV. Kazi, but look, this year I think he's wrestled on what Rumble, Chamber, Mania, not Backlash, Saturday Night Main Event against Jey Uso. He was there. Money the Monkey was there. So he's done 6 pay-per-views this year, bro. That's actually impressive for Logan
Fair
Paul.
play to
Who
him.
normally probably does what 3,
He
4,
done more
5.
than Roman.
This year,
You know what I want to see? This is another match I want to see. I want to see Brock Logan Paul. I want to see
that'll be a
match.
hilarious match, bro.
Squash
Some
match,
of the
that, bro.
bumps he's gonna take.
You want him to die, bro. You crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna die.
Also our crown jewel match is these two. I
Oh,
think
wow.
Seth has to win this.
Seth's got to win.
Seth has to win
Nah.
this.
But
Cody's gonna win.
Cody can't win and go 4-0 and just
why
join
is that the match though? Who how do you know that's the match? Like, what's
Because
champion versus champion.
last year at Crown Jewel they did Gunther against Cody. They were both the champions, and they said it's going to be the same thing this year.
No, I think he means like, are you that confident that Seth's
it's 100% gonna happen?
Well, I don't see Seth losing and I don't see Cody losing it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Cody can afford to lose anyway. It's not
Yeah,
for
he
a
can
title
afford
and
to.
nothing's on the line.
I don't think they'll make Cody lose after that Cena match though. I doubt it. Personally.
Nah,
I
they have
think they've got to make him lose because like, there's no way that he has the
But
second.
Seth's gonna have
he
to
wins
kill him.
2 times in a row. Like
Seth will, he's got full faction there, and he's the top heel after Cena retires. So I do think Seth needs to win, and I do think that's a good lead into War Games. I think Cody will be part of
Can I ask a question?
the babyface team.
When's the last time the secondary title holder beat the main one, champion versus champion? Because
they
I remember
don't
they used to do a Survivor Series, and all the time the WWE champion used to win. Majority of the time.
I can't remember because the last ones I remember Brock against Brian and Brock against AJ. Before that, I can't really
Roman against
Roman,
Roman
Roman was never gonna
Roman
lose to
against-
Biggie.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
Yeah, Roman was never because Roman was just
That's
simply
true.
the biggest star. But here, I think Seth's been presented as a top heel, Cody, and he's got full faction behind him. I do think Seth can win here, and that leads us into War Games, which I think, in my opinion, is going to be Cody, Punk,
yeah.
Roman,
I think DQ.
Andy,
You know,
and
I
Sammy
think
again.
DQ. I think a big mess.
I think John Cena joins that face team. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I can see John Cena
Oh,
part of
wait,
War Games.
Roman.
He's never been part of War Games.
R-
You bring Cody's now his best mate, and Cena sees like these guys as assholes, and he's like, you
I
know what?
got
I'm joining the fight against the
is
Resistance. He's sick.
is Reigns gonna be a crown jewel? I'm assuming
I don't think so. I don't
Saudi
think he'll
money.
be a
No,
crown
he's
jewel.
not gonna be a crown jewel. Saudi money.
Maybe, but I don't see anything for him because he's been advertised for tonight's Raw. And listen, we'll be recording this before Raw and it goes
Us.
out tomorrow. But I do think he
True.
gets written off today for Survivor
That's
Series.
what I'm thinking.
And yeah, I do think we get. Bro, imagine Roman, Cena, Cody, Punk all teaming up together.
That's an insane team, bro. I can't lie. That's an insane team.
Imagine we get Brock on Seth's team. I think Brock on
Oi,
Seth's
oi,
team
oi,
is a
oi,
real
oi,
possibility.
oi,
I'm
oi,
not gonna
oi.
lie.
Hold
Boys,
on. Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar.
Exactly, yeah, bro. It's rather. It's rather.
Survivor Series is gonna be
They're gonna
sick.
do it, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna do Team Seth and Brock against the babyfaces. It's gonna be amazing.
That's cold. That's cold.
boys. Looking back now, which night do you think was better?
9-1.
I think
Matches
night
on
two.
night 2 are better, probably just about.
Do
Night
you know
two,
what I'm
just
gonna
because
say?
of the
What I have
return.
to say about this? This event, yeah, showed to me why the whole 2-night pay-per-view thing for other pay should not be a thing. SummerSlam does not need to be 2 nights. The only
Yep.
thing I agree with being 2 nights is WrestleMania and maybe Royal Rumble, women main
Nah.
event one night,
Nah,
men main
no
event
way.
the other night. I don't mind that. But for Survivor Series and SummerSlam, I do, and Money in the Bank, please, man, I do not want to see 2-night pay-per-views. But it looks like
I think I was okay with 2
Yeah,
nights.
No, but you know what it is though?
I
It
was
ruins the
kind of
allure
okay.
because
Corporate
WrestleMania was the
because
first 2-night pay-per-view. So
you always know one night's going to be
Yeah.
better. I don't know about you guys, yeah, but I can't be asked watching wrestling on the weekend, fucking 2 nights in a row,
But
mate.
you know what it is
Stay
though?
up.
They're not gonna
I don't mind it.
they're
But
not
you
gonna
were
stop.
asleep, Cup, bro.
You know why they're not gonna stop? Because they're bringing more ticket sales in.
Bro, they've
TKO
already
innit? The
announced
juice, bro.
2 night SummerSlam for
Yeah.
next year, and now they're
Yep.
gonna bring Survivor Series in Rumble. The 2 pay-per-views I'm fine with 2 nights, or literally SummerSlam and WrestleMania. Rumble should not be 2 nights. I don't want to be watching a 1 night main event about the women's Rumble. You do both on the same night. Even with War Games, I don't want one main event being the women's War Game match and one night being men's War Game match. I don't want that. With SummerSlam, it's fine. You know, it's your second biggest show of the year. You need to get all your top stars on the card. And I don't think they could have done it if it was 1 night.
I think what's gonna happen.
I genuinely don't think we see a Seth cash in if it was 1 night, and I don't even
Yeah,
think
exactly.
we see Brock return on this on 1 night. I think it's kind of like the little brother of WrestleMania. But but before we wrap up, I just wanna make this very, very clear. February, March time, I looked at the WrestleMania card. Me and Danny and Carpe we're doing like our beginner podcasts and stuff, and all 3 of us kind of came to the conclusion that with the way that WrestleMania is looking, unless The Rock turned up or anything like that, that SummerSlam will inevitably be booked better and have better performances than
Same day,
WrestleMania. And we're visionaries, bruv. Like it's come to pass. SummerSlam had a big WrestleMania feel to it this time around with the
Bro,
way
but that's
that
what it was.
things have panned out.
I feel like they're trying to make up for Mania.
But you can't. No, but what I don't get. But what I don't get is that you can't. You should never ever be able to feel like you're making up for
Yeah.
your greatest wrestling event of all time. You should never make up for something like that. You need to make that the absolute priority. Like you should be having plans from fucking. You should be having plan A, plan B, plan C from like this time now. This is the time where you think,
Yeah.
okay, this is where I want the spots to be.
I mean,
What
we
if
did
plan
see an
B and plan
Unreal
C?
though.
They
There were
didn't
plan
have that.
Bs.
They didn't have that.
Plan
They
A.
showed it on Unreal that they changed Punk and Gunther because they wanted to put a rocket on Jey Uso, and they literally turned Cena heel just like that.
Yeah.
A rocket on Jey Uso, which lasted I don't even know how many. I mean,
Bro,
Listen,
that
Back down to
rocket,
earth.
oh, bro.
Bro, it failed. It came back down to earth.
I knew that was gonna
listen.
happen as well.
Jay's gonna go back to being a tag wrestler, and we'll all be fine with it. Him and Jimmy are gonna reunite. I think him winning the world championship was a bit far, you know.
I'm
but
happy it happened.
A world
I'm
championship
happy
before
it
Sami
happened.
Zayn. Yeah,
And
hope.
listen, we're getting that Sami Zayn next year against Seth. It's gonna happen. Trust me.
Let's go. Hopefully.
Inshallah. Anyway, guys, that is Mission Podcast Kayfabe and I WrestleMania, not WrestleMania, because well, this should have been WrestleMania SummerSlam review. This is DK, Kazi, Carpe, Heidi, and myself, Hazza. We're on the road to 200 subs. We're very close to getting there.
Yeah,
So
hurry
please
up and
like
get
and
us there,
subscribe.
man. You
Yeah, and it, man.
bastards.
Just make some spam accounts. You know, you man are probably ordering like, you know, using like 15 different Uber Eats accounts with 15 different emails. Just use those emails and subscribe to us, man. Like, you know, we need them subs, bruv. We need
Also,
them subs and those likes.
the one guy who's stealing my TikTok ratings, yeah, bro, please get off.
Wow.
Yo, listen,
Please get off.
we'll do you in for copyright, man. Carpe's a fed, bruv. He'll get to you ASAP, bruv. We're gonna get to you, fam. Nah, real talk. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it anyway. I'm not sure about these guys. But it's been a great. It's been great. It's been
It's
great
been
crack.
good. It's been good.
It's been great crack. And fuck Cody Rhodes. Good night.
Fuck Cody
Hey.
Rhodes.